just wanna be your disco bitch, your disco bitch. Touch my body. Let my body.
Check.
Let my body rock.
Makeup.
Let my body rock.
I mean, all right. You know what I'm saying? So take a look. Hold on.
Keep sweating when you're on top. Let's report.
You small, I hate small people ever since I got chased from Murphy's Bar. You crumb.
Shake it slow. Got the high heel shoes with the
Michael Really? Incorporated. That's right.
Really.
Watch my body rock.
Unless you're sitting next to me, you'll always be winning. Duh, winning.
feel you breathe. Let your body rock is what you said to me.
Let my body rock. Let my body rock. Watch my body rock.
Let it rock.
You know, 5 years in the league. 5 years. I've never heard so much crying, so much whining. I've never heard all this drama involving the 4-time world champ. So what you're telling me, the man who's been undefeated in the playoffs 4 years running, you're accusing me of cashing out early? That's an insult for everything I stand for. If you think I hand guys over to another team, especially when I'm still into it. But I got a lot more to say.
We'll keep that one. Oh my God, they gave me the midget booster seat. My pop box just caved in, but that ain't even funny, dude. Oh man. You got my cheeks spread open like somebody's gonna put lotion on it. Alright. We're gonna do the intro here. Kevin,
So we're all up in this bitch?
we're all up in here.
I'll have the one leg out.
Yep. Well, I have my ass cheeks spread. Alright. Mike, don't smile. Let's hand a portfolio.
Got him out. That's how
Alright. Let's go.
I'm really in a bad mood. I don't even feel like saying welcome. I don't even know what. These motherfuckers. Clowns, dude. Alright, 3, 2.
2, 1. I'll start it. The chain gang. Welcome, everybody. Kevin, tell your cats and kittens what the show's name is.
All right, let's start.
All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome everybody to the
King
Week.
of Kings. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, Mom, don't put your hand over. You go right in my ass. My cheeks are open for real. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay,
go
let's
ahead.
try
like
this.
we said. No, that all stays. We're live TV here.
We're live? All right, let's do this.
All right.
Welcome all you cats and kittens to the week. Is it week bullshit edition?
Yep.
We have the week 12 edition right now.
Really? That's what it's called? Week 12.
Or
Yeah,
the week,
whatever it is.
Or the week crybaby edition, whichever one.
When I mention week, I don't mean Nuno, Gary, and the rest of the best. I mean week, as in W-E-E-K, as in the season. But anyways, welcome everybody to the show. We got a lot to talk about. Another blockbuster trade has been made, along with accusations. But let me send it over there to Mike and welcome him to the show.
What's up, brother? What's going on?
So, what an interesting week, huh?
Yeah, it was interesting matchups and some interesting trade that went down on Monday night. And there seems to be a lot of discussion over said trade. You know? And for anybody who doesn't know the trade was proposed during the Monday night game. Early in the game, it was proposed and then accepted. Now, the trade was Antonio Gates and Darren Sproles for Ed Dixon, Pierre Thomas, and who's the dude from Chicago?
I don't know, because I just pressed send, and you know what I mean. The
Who's
trade.
your guy? Come on now.
Pierre Thomas.
No, from Chicago. The wide receiver. Oh,
Earl Bennett.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, what are your thoughts on the trade and how you guys proposed it?
Well, what people don't realize what Kevin's intro was about, like, it's like pulling teeth to get a player off this dude. And you could call them trash players, but let's face it, they're all in the NFL. And if you look at the last 5 weeks, like any normal person would, you'd see double digits, okay? And those of you that have a, like limp dick over Sproles, okay? Don't get that limp, because that was a free agent, okay? Now, if you're focusing just on Antonio Gates, okay? How does that have any comparison to Keith's trade with Kevin? Now, mind you, the game was in the first quarter. He was at my house. You want to know the truth? He went there to kill a rat. Okay? Literally. He shot it, like, he unloaded a clip on him. Okay? And we watched the game in my studio. True? Alright? Talked the whole time. Yes, he was upset when the 2-minute warning came down and the game faded out. It had nothing to do with the trade.
Before we even finish the trade, let's talk about pickups real quick. You know, I got a phone call on a Thursday night, and I'm not going to say who the person was, but I got a phone call on a Thursday night saying, you know, whoa, what's going on? Why can't I, you know, why are people making so many pickups? This and that. And, you know, some of us can't be on the computer 24 hours a day.
Can I say something?
Nobody is going to sit and wait until Friday
I got this one.
for you to come look at the computer. I don't care if you have 5 kids. I don't care if you work 40 hours a week. I don't care if you work 80 hours a week. At some point when you go home, you turn on your computer, you check your team. Damn, my player's hurt. I got to go pick up somebody. You put it in 2 seconds, you're done.
Now, speaking of this person that I know who he is, and I am not afraid to call him out by name, but I'll leave it at that. All day on a computer, okay? First of all, like some of you, you work and then you sleep all day, okay? If he's making a lot of pickups, now there's somebody that works 6 days a week, construction. He does it at work, okay? So he's going to let the player of the week go by until one of you numbnuts remember your passwords and finally get on the computer or call Mike up and say, hey, who's out there? Who do you think I should pick up? When you're supposed to be managing the team by yourself. That's our problem. That's his problem. On top of that, I eliminated Tuesday pickups, which means to give everybody an opportunity to pick somebody up for it to go through on Wednesday. That's not enough either. That's not enough. I don't understand what all the complaints are about this year. It's pathetic to me that teams. I'm in last place. Been in last place all year long. I haven't complained once about somebody picking people up. I got Gary. Half of his wins are with AJ Green, who I dropped for a week, and he snatched up. Did I go after him for grand larceny? No, I didn't. Is it anybody's fault, like a team like Gary lets all his players get hurt, and he has the brains to pick them up? Because Gary doesn't waste any money, but expects to win a championship, and then talk shit about a trade because other people are trying to better their team. Homeboy, I wasn't eliminated from the playoffs. I make any trade I want. And to Nuno, another one. It's not my fault if you don't know how to work a computer. The trade's bullshit. The trade only helped you out even more to clinch, if you want to look at it. I wasn't content. Before you guys call people up and say, why is this one making trades because he's out of content? You don't even know. You know how stupid you sound? It's one thing if next week, officially eliminated, I make a blockbuster trade with Mike. Would it look suspicious then? Yes, it would, because I'm eliminated. So I have no reason to be doing trades because I have nowhere to go. But for you guys to attack when I'm still in contention, so you're telling me the 4-time world champ who smoked all your asses, now the one person in this league can hold my jockstrap. None of you guys have ever beaten me when it counts, in December, in January. And you're telling me, after learning of what I've done, you're going to come tell me that I cashed out 2 weeks before Thanksgiving? The world champs cashed out and handed his championship to the coach, and now I handed it to him? I cannot believe how every year, everybody even says it, God damn it, Kevin is so competitive, even if it's fantasy. And now you're claiming that I'm handling people and just taking myself out because I'm doing... You guys are ridiculous. I mean, all of them. All of them. And teams that don't even have teams to compete. All right? You're that insecure about what you've done all season long. Gary, you haven't made one pickup all year until you picked up AJ Green. Okay? Now you got a running back hurt. Another running back hurt. So now you want to come cry 2 weeks before the season ends that Steve has your guys?
The sad part is I always congratulate, wish luck, everything. I do one negotiation besides pickup. Even people had to say something about pickups, and by the way, don't use the excuse of full-time job. I got 4 kids, and like Kevin said, you know what I'm saying, and I still find time to manage my team. And you don't even want to go into last year's roster.
And I'm giving my loving to my wife at least 7 times a week. So I barely have time to get on the computer myself. But I get on, don't I?
And another thing, to one of my co-hosts here, he was gonna feel sorry for me, Mike, if he took Matt Forte from me.
Before you go on, Steve, I want you to let them know. I want to know if these other league members, and I'm talking about Nuno, I'm talking about Gary, and I'm talking about Kenny. Yeah. But anyways, I want to know if it would still be bullshit. If it would still be bullshit, the trade that I made with you. If they know earlier, about an hour or 2 hours, if I didn't receive a phone call from the disciples, Matt Forte would have been an Apocalypse Death Lords, wouldn't he? He'd be wearing a Death Lords jersey. They don't know that, but I wonder if he was wearing a Death Lords jersey, if it would have been bullshit. No, it's either, but you notice that it's bullshit. It's turmoil when I'm in the playoffs. It's even turmoil when I'm out of the. I'm not in the playoffs.
My point is
would it be a big deal if he would have got him?
Oh, of course not. But my bullshit play is, right? My bullshit play is the bottom of the barrel, which still has me in second place. And 2 years running, better than 500. I still got to win more. You know, there's a couple of buys coming up. But anyways, Mike thought, for some reason, that Forte was going to destroy me. Let me go back in history, Mike. All right? I'll use anybody who puts up double digits, right? I don't care if you just heard of them. I don't care if they just grabbed them from Durfee. Okay? I'm going to pick them up. But now that made me feel like I was like a joke, like I never saw sports before. You know what I mean? And now 8-6, if I'm not mistaken, in the league history is your #1 record, right?
Yeah.
correct? It happened last year, and it happened in '07. I mean, in '09. I mean, '08 and 2009. You were batting 500, and then the rest was 5 and 9. Now the rookie with the bullshit players, which held first place for half the season, is keeping second place the second season with my bullshit players, my toilet bowl players. You know, because of one tight end. That just goes to show that he's so confident that he'll beat you at any roster. Okay? That wasn't no freebie. No, how much that took. I'm not even going to get into detail because it's really nobody's business. But what I'm trying to say to you, Mike, is like that kind of bothered me a little bit. Like I didn't.
What bothers me
I
is
went to a rookie.
disrespecting me after all these years. There's no ifs and ands, no running around the bush. Kevin is helping his family win. I took my own brother out last year. I took the coach out in the second championship game. My own brothers. So I'm going to help my cousin. I'm going to help. I mean, it's the most ridiculous and disrespectful thing. It actually makes me not want to play no more. So what's in my mind, it might change, but what's in my mind, I'm going to run the league, and I'll find the 8th player, and that's the way it goes, and I'll run the league because I don't want to play with crybabies. I don't want to play with people that, so what? So I can see it now. You ready for my prediction? Ready for my prediction? Best of the best playoffs. The coach beats Michael Gary. Conference championship game. Goes to the championship game. To meet Steve, who takes out Nuno. First Kenny, then he takes out Nuno. Then Gary and Kenny are gonna quit because Kevin's trade put Steve and Keith in the championship game. Right? I guarantee you that's the bullshit that's gonna get played in a month from now. And if it does, it'll be the end of it. Then I'll be done because I've never, especially these. I'm very shocked and surprised at the people that are talking. As for Nuno, you know, we're talking sports-wise. We're not talking people-wise. You know, people-wise, we're all buddies. Sports-wise, bro, how can you call a trade bullshit? How can you call a trade fixed? How can you call a trade Kevin's giving all his best plays to Keith, to Steve, when you don't even know who Matt Forte is? How can you criticize a trade when you don't even know the guys involved? And yet, to me, if you don't know who Matt Forte is, you winning the championship is a smack in my face. Because in this league, if you think you're going to win a championship without knowing who players are, without making pickups, wasting $5, you're out of your mind. You might as well go play in a 4-man league because it ain't going to happen here. But anyways, let's get DJ Mikey P involved in this convo, and I don't know what he thinks about all this turmoil. I'm sure he doesn't want to get involved, but I want to ask you your opinion. You're a third-person perspective. You were fighting for Matt Forte. What is your view on it? Share your view. Be straight up. Do you think it was something
like I said,
fishy surrounding it?
Start at the beginning. You're trading Keith, which I'm already on record last week saying that the trade was
even
one guy who's performing from each team and 2 guys from each team that either because of injury or for whatever reason should be performing high but weren't. It evened out.
Hold on, like 2 monsters.
No, wait.
Before you go on, what did that trade do to me? What did that cost me this week?
The game.
It cost you a game.
Okay, go ahead.
When you're fighting to stay in the playoffs.
Exactly.
The porn boy put up 31 points.
You know, and I had no problem with the Keith trade. I didn't. Now, this original trade with you and Steve, the first one that you decided you weren't giving up enough and then you vetoed, which people don't understand.
Yeah.
The trade went through, you accepted it, but you didn't put it through league manager. Like, you didn't do it right away. You waited, and then you looked at it again, and then you vetoed the trade. because you said to yourself, I'm not giving Steve enough players.
And Steve came to me and told me we got to work something else out. I think I need more for Forte.
And we're going straight. Like, that's straight out.
But basically, what he's saying is, I'm gonna let him talk. The trade was accepted. Boom, down the line. It's Forte. If I wanted to be an asshole, it's Forte on my team.
He would have took
Yeah.
it in rain, of course.
Okay, but yeah, it's fixed.
But I'm going to tell you this. And I have league manager powers. I didn't veto that trade. He went, he looked at it again, and, he said to himself, I'm giving up players that I think are good, but they're not worth Matt Forte, Brandon Marshall. So, he went back and he vetoed that trade.
That could be a call from one of the league managers.
Yeah, I was
Could
going
be
to
a
say, that's
call.
probably culprit.
That's probably corporate. Or could be,
Anyways, we'll ignore the phone ringing in the
ESPN.
background.
that could be Gary Nuno or Kenny calling in as we speak.
We'll ignore the phone in
And
the
we're too
background.
busy to patch you through.
And then another trade went through. The Antonio Gates, Darren Sproles one, which is the one, this is the one that obviously is upsetting people. Because people are obviously upset.
Like watching that.
I don't know how to explain it. The first trade of Forte went down before Monday night. And then he backed out of it and he said it's not going to go happen. The other trade, everybody thinks happened after Monday night. He's out, he's eliminated, he's given up his best tight end and his second running back. So
It was
is
Monday
what it
night,
is.
and every team was locked. Therefore, not even a league manager can override that.
No.
That's why it didn't show.
And if you guys
this
understand
is-
that, the trades are reviewed for 2 days. Okay? 2 days. But they think when they just saw a trade, boom, wait, what is this? This just happened?
Yes.
This happened?
So-
No, guys unlock Tuesday at 5 a.m.
Now here's my thing. I'm gonna say this, and this is all I'm gonna say, and then me and Kevin are gonna discuss it later on about the rules and settings for the league. Trade deadline was October 31st. That was the trade deadline. Put a poll up.
That you guys voted for.
Ask everybody, when do you want the trade to end? Should we extend the trade? Because people were talking about trades already back in October. That vote went through 6 people to 1. 6 people voted yes.
Another complaint about the trades.
Okay? So what we're going to do next year, week 7 will be the trade deadline, halfway through the season.
Well, we have to look into that.
Well, we'll look into it, but I'm saying maybe that's what we should do. So that way the playoffs don't come into it. Whether or not you're winning or losing doesn't matter because it's only 7 weeks into the season. We'll do it just like the NFL. Halfway through the season, no trade deadline. Trade deadline's over, no trades.
Which we've always had.
Well, we've always had it like October 31st, like week 8, around there.
There's no impact. But the thing is,
But this
the
year,
same way there's no impact for your division though, because you guys are all a game ahead, a game apart. Nobody has it. Going on to my division, 1 game, 2 games for first place for them. The point is, yeah, it's gonna come down a little more, but the point is, everyone was making noise. The trade deadline approaches too fast. 7 weeks, 6 weeks, we're just seeing what our guys are now clicking. Can we postpone it? 6 of you voted. 6. And now that we
and
have
I'm
2
gonna say
trades go
this,
down, they complain.
like we talked about it, and obviously he's upset right now, and he's saying more than he should because he's upset. And listen to me, we're all cool, we're all friends, but when it comes to we all compete, it doesn't matter. I'm out, I'm eliminated. I'm still gonna pick up players and try to make my team work. But you know what? I can screw somebody else down the line.
I'm a spoiler.
I can give somebody a loss that eliminates them from advancing in the playoffs higher.
The same way I'm going to try to knock Nuno
But
off his seat. Week 13,
With this roster.
I'm going to knock you off your seat. And you're going to tell me how weak I am.
but the
But
thing
then, don't tell me my games don't count. Because if I knock you off and you trip, he's going to come right in and steal first place right from you. So, it all counts. Even teams that with 0 losses. Spoilers have been known throughout in a big impact.
Go deeper into that, please. Explain to them
You don't got-
how you're still afloat right now, please. Can you do that?
I'm still, well, obviously, I can't be afloat if I get rid of all my guys, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry, but all right, then you're a dumbass manager because you're still in contention. Then, okay, let them know that.
Oh, and by the way, even though it's a snowball chance in hell, and I don't even want it, okay? You hear me saying now, look, God, keep me out of it. But if I win out the rest of the season and Kenny loses, Kenny can finish the season. Kenny finishes the season with 6 wins. Yeah, with 6 wins. The most I can achieve is 5 wins. Okay? Therefore, he's a game up. But the tie was not worse than a loss for me. In my case, if I went out and end the season with 7 losses, and he ends the season with 8 losses, that 8th loss comes into play. Even though he has the 6th win, he's got more losses than me. Losses are more devastating. Therefore, it's half a point behind. So, to find out if I'm officially eliminated, as I would want to know because I'm very competitive, I went into ESPN, I calculated, I put the record, it's the record itself, and said, this one, what will happen? Who advances? He finishes with 8 losses, I advance into the playoffs. So therefore, do I have a little chance? Yeah, I do. I don't even care for it anymore. But anyways, I'm still not eliminated. So Kenny, you better win another game. And if I lose, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my team in there, and I'm going to compete. But the team circled on my calendar is Nuno week 13 and Kenny week 14. I'm going to knock them off their spots. And then they're going to show some respect for the players that I got rid of. So we're going to see what they think this team still made of.
See, my problem is, like I've been in it only 2 years, Kev. So I grabbed the champ's handbook. Keep up on news, right, Mike? Keep up on injuries, right? And make pickups. I was by myself in my studio, guy, making up pickups. I didn't even know anybody was paying attention. They mentioned it on the show.
Making up pickups. So the winner and second place and third place and fourth place and fifth place and sixth place can win a whole bunch of money because of your pickups, because of his pickups, because of my pickups. Gary, if you win first place and you bring home those $1,400, okay, you put $5 into those $1,400, okay? Just sitting right here, there's over $300 or something extra in that pot, which brings everybody else in the league up. Correct? That's more money for everybody. And you're gonna complain about pickups? I mean, I'm absolutely shocked. I actually thought after getting rid of certain people that I got rid of the last 2 years, and I said, man, finally, I got a league that responsible players, good players, they know what they're doing. Comes to find out, one of them don't even know who an all-pro is. And you guys are complaining about this, but yet you guys are coming to me every week and telling me, Kev, can we do a keeper league? A keeper league? A keeper league. Take over, Mike.
Listen, we've already been talking about this trade thing for over 40 minutes already. I don't care, I know how he is. I can't play checkers with this fucking kid. Honestly, checkers, he will get upset if he loses. It's not even funny.
I was in a hospital.
We're gonna go to the hospital.
I was in a hospital for 4 days with my face paralyzed. Couldn't speak a word to save my life. Mumbled, you motherfucker, when he beat me in 3 games. 2 games of rummy, and it was what?
Game Uno.
A game Uno. With a paralyzed face, and him hearing me saying, poo-poo. And I'm coughing up my season. Now you just let me bring up my hospital thing. But you know what?
All I want to say is,
you guys finish the show because I just made my stomach ill. You guys are all complaining. Next year there's gonna be a whole lot of new things coming up. So make sure you keep your eyes open. You take over my seat, bro.
And last thing I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna end it and go right to our normal show. Dude, I don't care if you're in last place. I don't care if I'm in last place. I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna keep playing. That's the way we have to be. Dude, enjoy playing. It's fucking, I know it's money, but it's also supposed to be fun. We're supposed to be friends. All of us are family or close friends. That's the thing right here.
Like,
So, hold on 1 second. As I was saying, you know, we're all friends, we're all family. You know, me and Nuno, I've known Nuno since 1995. Keith, I met shortly after that. Became friends with Keith, became friends with Kenny through Keith, and then finally ended up becoming friends with Kevin, who's been my best friend for God knows how many years already, even lost count. You know, Nuno, you've been family to Kevin and all that. The Cavallos and Carreros have known each other for years. You know, you're his cousin. Keith, his brother. Kenny, Kevin's brother. You know, Sean is a nephew. It's all family and friends. You know
that's why I was so excited about it. Like,
so, like, we're talking, like, Kevin's upset. He's, you know, maybe saying a little bit too much. Don't take it personally. It's competitive. Like, we're friends outside, but when it comes to fantasy football, you get aggravated. You want to win. You want to put out your best team every week. There's no friends when we're playing fantasy.
like,
you know?
like me, like 90% of this league is my family.
Like, you know, me and Kevin talk shit to each other, and you hear it on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Talk about each other's mamas.
You know, like Bobo, personally, freaking, I love my cousin guy. You know, Kenny, Keith, Sean, you know, Nuno. By the way, my bosses have all your info. You know what I'm saying? Told them that you're a good foreman next year. Look out for that. What I'm trying to say is that why was I hated on just for doing my job? That's how I was taught to play the game. I was taught by the best guy. You know what I mean? And that's all it is.
Anyways.
It's like, when I make a pickup, Mike, I don't look at other people's teams. I look at the news.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't think I'm shanking anybody. I don't know the whole NFL guy. You know, I hear that a lead running back gets hurt. I'm gonna find out who his backup is, and that's it. You know, I don't want to offend none of my family members.
All I'm saying is this: where there's no cahoots going on, there's nobody giving anybody players. Are the players exactly 100% even? No. Half the players that are really doing good right now were free agents. They weren't even drafted. So, just play, enjoy it, and
Basically, yeah.
Listen to me. Andre Johnson comes back this week. If there was cahoots going on, you know,
I would have if it was
you know,
real,
I'd have Andre Johnson for like Fred Davis. I'd give Fred Davis to get Andre Johnson.
I would have Andre Johnson
anyways.
for the dirty nugget kicker or something like that with the oversized shoe. No, my shit. He wears a regular size shoe. My bad. But
So,
anyway, what I'm trying to say is, you know, I totally love and respect my family guy. It wasn't with no wrong intentions. You know what I mean? Even I got out of control and realized how much money I owe Kevin. Like, what I was trying to say is, like, I don't want to, like, my intentions weren't to hurt nobody. But if it was truly rigged, would my cousin Keith give up Andre Johnson?
Hell no. I said
Okay,
last
and if it was
I
rigged-
said it last week, and when I talked about the trade, that the trade for me I liked, although I would never give up Andre Johnson. And I know Keith doesn't want to give up anybody, especially the man comes back this week. Let's just get past it.
Okay,
let's just get past it.
Yeah.
It's over.
But I'm trying to say, if it was loaded, I'd have the porn boy from the Patriots. I'd get Andre Johnson from Kev. I'd take out a student loan, you know, from him teaching me how to play. I'd do everything. Then you could have something to say that was rigged, because I'd have Kevin's whole damn roster. And if you want to get into Keith, he lost the game. He tied the game because he gave up Robbie the porn boy. He would have won by 31 points. Okay? There's nothing rigged there.
no close-ups of the man with the missing tooth. We don't do close-ups of the missing tooth.
Come on, I'll fill that in. I'll put a gold grill
But
on
anyways,
it.
now hey, we're gonna get past the trades and we're gonna move right into the week 11.
What I'm trying to say is happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
That's
It's,
happy.
it's
No,
not
no,
intended.
no, you don't
know,
get to be
enjoy your
angry
holiday.
first.
Eat first. Damn it.
Yeah,
All right?
eat
Like,
first, because I think there might be a lot of fighting over the dinner table.
nah. No need for that.
All right, so we're gonna get into week 11. We're gonna start it off with what's your first paper say?
My first paper says
The Death Lords versus the Disciples.
the disciples. Now, my team got spanked by Mikey here. Now, Mike, can I start this one?
You go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, where is
Hold
he?
on, let me console you.
Okay.
You rub your back.
Okay. Roddy White. He woke up He took a 5-hour energy shot and got some points. Steven Jackson, you know, he must have something in the fart box. He still only ran for 8. You know what I'm saying? Your players woke up and Mayans took a little nap. Mind you, though, okay, Brady, 29 points, season low, maybe 27, season low. Brandon Marshall gets beat a touchdown. Okay, Bennett, 10 points, loses, gets called back a touchdown. So you take all them, and Ed Dixon, I personally think is a dick. He only gave me 4. He's like a tit on a bull. But if Brady, just normal Brady, like the rest of you quarterbacks out there, putting up at least mid-30s. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mikey, if you would have added all them points, I would have only needed 30-some points from Brady. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta give it to you. Look at your numbers, guy. Even with a defense giving you 9, you spanked me. You know what I mean? I got nothing to say. I lost.
So, I will, I'll pull a Kevin and talk about myself for 2 minutes. I promise I won't do a whole 10. But in back-to-back weeks, I knocked out the number 1 player in the entire league, which was Nuno last week, and I knocked out the number 2 guy in the entire league this week. Can I please continue it?
Yeah, don't get.
Yeah, can I please continue
Don't
it?
get too
I need to
arny
continue it,
because it ain't gonna happen no more.
All right, so the Death Lords over the Disciples,
Yes.
154 to 120. We're going on to the 4 Crowns World Champion and the Little Coach. 134 to 134.
Where the hell's the door to this goddamn studio? God damn it!
Somebody, security,
Bitch.
get the big guy out. I'm scared. Okay, now look, let me read it off first, okay? Cam Newton, 36. Listen to these retarded numbers. Cam Newton, 36. Drew, 21. Lloyd, 17. Bo, 15. Moore, 2. Antonio Gates, 16. Hernandez, you midget, 2. You look like a little queer. You screwed Kevin with 8. Twice, 2 weeks in a row. Oh, I forgot Bo.
You
The
said
one-
Bo. You said Bo.
Oh, yeah,
We're on the Jaguars defense now.
No. Hold on. The superstar that I got in trade's not even on the starting list. Sproles. That's such a controversial.
He had the bye week.
Oh, my bad. Anyway, Hernandez, 8. Jaguars D, 10. And Bailey again with a size 13, 9. But go over to the little man. 54 points for Stafford, bro. Marshall Lynch. Now this was one of my dudes from last year. In case you don't know, I had something to fight about last year too. I was pretty good. I was a little buff. You know what I'm saying? Not as big as Kevin, but I was buff. Marshall Lynch, 16. Ryan Matthews, letdown, 4 points. Steve Johnson, 3. Crabtree, the one I wanted to pick up but decided not to before he got crabs, 19. Finley, heard him, 4. Burris, 10. Philly D, 13. And Robbie, how do you spell that? Dick.
Conspiracy! What? I mean, conspiracy.
No flipping over the tables.
A tie? Conspiracy? I mean, are you kidding me, dude? A tie? Against a team that's probably not even in the playoffs? I'm out of here.
All right. I'm sorry about that, folks. But he's a little upset by his own rule. He lost with a 3-point home advantage. By his own rule.
Wow. You know what? Honestly, I
lost.
didn't even notice that.
Yes.
I honestly forgot all about that.
You know that? So, and if the porn boy, he was
Hey, where's the door to this place?
security. How could I finish?
3 points? I mean, 3 points? Yeah, that's what you're telling people at home. 3 points. The 3-point rule?
Yeah, right there. Grab.
I'm on it.
Right in the back.
Hey, there's no. Hey,
All right.
there's no need for that.
All right. He wanted just a 2-point conversion, and he decided on the field
All right,
goal.
so
All right.
in one of the strangest things I've ever seen,
Another tie.
another tie,
He tied the Father, and he tied the Son.
And the Holy Spirit.
Holy.
and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
It's a family fair. Hey, it's family ties.
Family ties.
segue,
Yeah, there you go. Now, what do you think?
And wait, hold on. For all you young people who don't get what family ties was, look up Michael J. Fox. And you'll know.
Look at these numbers, bro. I remember watching this game. 6 minutes left. Plenty of football. Kev was tied. I thought he had that all day. Bo needed one more catch. Or Hernandez needed to get off the toilet. I think he was carrying my lantern with him or something. I think he had to run into the toilet. All he had to do, because the 2-minute warning was with them. And dropping 2 catches. Gotta love that, bro. Oh my, it gives even more arminess to the field that he should have won by a stretch. But a tie's a tie. It is what it is. The end of the day is the end of the day. But I just
You
figured
know
I
what
throw.
I feel about tie games?
I just figured I'd throw the facts in there. You know, stick it up for
Tie games ain't worth shit.
my boy Kev.
I mean, are you kidding me? A tie? I mean, what is this? A tie? 3 point? I mean, really? I'm out of here, dude.
I gave my salary for this security. What is this? Oh, is this a professional set or what?
Let's get into it.
No,
The big bus
Yeah.
versus the coach.
Now the big bus, for some reason, he has a knot in his exhaust over me. I don't understand. Got nothing but love for you, baby. The 12-year-old Manning puts up 21. You know, that's pretty good. Here's a letdown. Peterson, 8 points.
Yeah, Peterson with a big injury, by the way.
Yeah. Mike Williams, 21. Great game. Hakeem Nicks let him down with 9. Des Bryant, 15. Keller, 9. Nelson, 30 points. These are big numbers to lose. And then this is surprising. The Packers D, 7. And Crosby was wearing his kid's shoe and only put up 4. What did the coach do?
Aaron Rodgers, usual game for him, 41 points. Chris Johnson, only 5. Again. By the way, conspiracy. Chris Johnson went to the coach. Only 5 points. Anyways, Mike Tober, 8. Mario Manningham, 1. Laurent Robinson, 13. Rob Gronkowski, 25. Big points.
So that would have made Kev win by at least 50. Go ahead. Go.
Vincent Jackson with 29. The Bears defense with 10. And Lawrence Tynes with 5. But, I'm going to say this like this. Kenny, you had one job to do, Kenny. Take out Keith. I don't want Keith in the playoffs. That is a conspiracy. That is a conspiracy on my end. I don't want that little motherfucker in the playoffs. I don't want to have to deal with the coach. I hate having to deal with the coach.
I'm afraid of the bus.
Can't you guys take the coach out? Come on now.
Come on, man. You freak me out every time you play me. You know your stuff, but it's too bad though. Like with the letdowns, it should have been a lot closer than that. But that already happened. That's
my
over.
favorite game of the week, it really was. Because,
Yeah.
I enjoy any game that a fellow best of the best member loses.
Check this out. I get spanked by the short circuit, right? Look at this. 136 to the All-Stars, 127. Okay? No offense intended. I blew you away by 50 points. And then Nuno blew me away by 50. Look at how close. Can you read that for me, please?
136 to 127?
Yeah.
That's a 9-point difference.
A 9-point difference. And you know who he had left to play? The Patriots D and Wes Welker. He almost lost.
But also, look who his starter was because of the bye week. You got to remember that too.
Oh, so
Doesn't matter.
Wes Welker putting up 30 to 50 points and he puts up 4 had nothing to do with it?
Oh no,
I'm just saying that. It's messed up how shit happens.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gary, look, double digits, except for a 9 and an 8. And that was his kicker.
That was his kicker.
You know what I'm saying? Frank Gore was the only one that pretty much disappointed him. He has good numbers all the way down the
Fred
street.
Jackson getting hurt halfway through a game. So let's get into Gary's.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers with 31. Fred Jackson, season-ending injury with a fractured fibula. Only gave him 11 points.
Who's his backup, Spiller?
Spiller, yeah, you took him.
Yeah.
Frank Gore with 9 points. Calvin Johnson with 13. Anquan Bull. Wait, let me go back to that. How the hell is Matthew Stafford at 54 points and Calvin Johnson only has 13? Come on now. Anquan Bolden with 10. Brandon Pettigrew with 13. Michael Turner with 15. Jets defense with 14. And Nick Folk wearing regular size shoes, 8.
I'm surprised. They must have took my advice. And that one big shoe really looks
What about on the circuit side?
Circuit. Sanchez, 20. Ray Rice, 31. Harvin going to the south now. Just like, Harvin, 21. Craig Jennings, disappointment, 2. Wes Welker, 4. That is a massive blow. You know, Wes Welker is so consistent.
Talking about trades, I've been trying to get Wes Welker off Nuno all week long. Like I texted him like all week. Like, Nuno, want to give up Wes Welker? Because I seen him have a 4-point game. Like, maybe we'll get rid of him. He won't touch. He won't give up Wes Welker.
Gonzalez, 18. McCoy, 14. Pages D, 25. And Josh Brown wearing infant shoes, 1 point. Now, I got nothing to say about this dude's team. He's been lucky due to injury. He was fortunate enough not to make no pickup. But I still don't like it.
Wait, hold on. Why do I keep throwing papers and rolling them on my floor? It's my floor. I gotta go pick them up out of them.
So we got staff.
Why do we
We
keep
got
throwing
staff. Why
shit
you
around?
downgrading the
Damn.
show? We got damn staff.
Damn.
Kevin just got signed to a
We're
$2
going-
billion deal with ESPN guy.
We're going into week 12 now. And we're going to bring it up like this. The little coach versus the Death Lords. Who do you see winning that game?
Honestly, I think you're gonna take it, Mike, but I wouldn't mind seeing something rammed up your fat box sideways after last week. I really don't. You know, so I'm gonna vote for Sean just because.
Wow. That's messed up. All right. I see how.
No. I said I see you taking it. I don't want it.
Hey, you just want me to get something shoved up my fat box.
Yeah, sideways.
Listen to me. It's already been violated once. We don't need to ever have it violated again. Anyways,
Gross. Next,
the North Dharma Disciples against the Four Crowns World Champion.
You know what?
Kevin gave up all his players, so that's a bye week for you, isn't it?
Well, it's
He gave
supposed
up all
to
his
be.
good players. Okay.
But truthfully, I'm still scared. Like I give every team every credit in the world. I'm nervous every week.
I see the Disciples taking it by 20.
You know, I said that first prediction there as a joke, but you know, I don't undermine any team, especially the way things are so unpredictable. Then we got the short circuit at the bus. What do you think, Mike?
Drew Brees comes back. Yeah, short circuit by at least 30 or 40.
Well, if Welker gets kept down again, which I wouldn't mind seeing, and giving it all to the porn boy, I think that projection favor Nuno a little too much. I'm gonna see a lot closer than what it's showing here. Like I said, Kenny has a good team. Okay? Good geese up in here. Where that noise come from?
Our next matchup. The coach versus the All-Stars. Now, first of all, I'm gonna fucking hate doing this. Here's a word you never see me say too often because I'm not a jerk and I usually don't offend people, so I never have the need to apologize. However,
I think I saw it back.
Keith, I'm sorry. I did Keith wrong. Week 8, I said Keith was done. Stick a fork in him. He was out. And here he comes, crawling back, and possibly eliminating his son from the playoffs. And
I told
stepping
you
in his
don't
son's spot.
sleep on Keith. You copped the nod and Keith creeped right up.
Keith, I apologize for doubting you, son. But still don't want you in the playoffs. But I apologize.
That's because you're scary. Don't let him fool you.
The coach this week is going to spank Gary's little behind like a newborn baby. No Fred Jackson.
You know how they say behind in Brazilian?
No Darren McFadden.
Bundinha. The spat right in the bundinha. He's got a little dick in a bundinha. But anyway, I think Keith also. Keith's monster team.
Hold on. I got to talk to security for a second. Hold on. Wait, before I do this, we're gonna go into something because Kevin always gets into me about the Young Nationals versus the Best of the Best division, and I counted all the wins against each other, Best of the Best versus the Young Nationals. The Young Nationals have 18 wins, 2 ties. The Best of the Best division, 14 wins, 2 ties, and that's the 2 divisions just against each other.
That's when everybody on the Young Nationals had a bye week.
That's what it was. But it's actually pretty close. So the next time Kevin decides to chime in on the Best of the Best and make fun of us, we're actually close.
All right. You got statistics there, homie, about first place numbers and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, no, because we threw out on the floor. We have to,
Kev, hit pause, please. I gotta go home too.
You can edit this out. I was just gonna say, you say, really, Mike?
how many minutes we have left?
Hurry it up. It's 55. I was gonna say, you say
We don't
they have four more wins, but yet their second place, no, their first place is still not enough for second place in our division because Kenny has 6. I'd bring that up.
All right, did you hit pause?
No, just edit this out.
All right. As far as you bringing up the stats and stuff, me bringing up the stats, I just want to make it real clear. You know, you could say whatever you want about the divisions and all that.
Yeah.
But don't forget, you know,
First and second place has Nuno's number.
our first and second place, right? Our third place has more victories than your first.
Doesn't matter how you start. Matters how you finish, son.
I know this, but that's where Kevin it doesn't compare. That's where we get it because the numbers are there. and
No,
it
but we're
shows.
just talking.
I'm not
talking total numbers. I'm just talking divisions against each other. When it's just us versus you, it's actually fairly close. That's all.
Yeah, but that must have been.
But
that
you know
must have
what?
been what
We only
Danny
have
left.
like 2 minutes left of the show. We're very upset that security had to detain Kevin because we really did have a good Bet Your Mama's House segment going. Got a nice little professional paper with a nice little projections of how many percentage of people actually have bet on these teams. It was really high class, but the Bet Your Mama's House will hopefully be back next week. That's if security. Well, where is he? I don't see him in the security box. Is that madman still running around?
I mean,
Security! Get seriously, you know.
Hey, nothing but love.
you know who the hell I
Hey,
am?
James, take a chance. Shot, sit
I
down. We out.
mean, you can't. I can't even stand. This is ridiculous. I mean, a tie? I mean, are you tie?